and wait, how close? Like, how many are near me, and how close are they to me?
It's up
Um,
to the first mate.
right. How many are near you? Did you say?
Yeah.
Um,
So
on you, there's only one near you.
Then I would like to go ahead and stab him with my rapier, and if that doesn't fully kill him, then I would like to immediately afterward take my dagger and like swing it around, almost like I was doing a
Try and hit him
like
first.
a left punch. Yeah,
Try
yeah.
and
Yeah,
Yeah,
I want
so
to like
it's going
stab
to
him right in
be
the neck with it.
hit him and hit him with your rapier as a full attack, then hit him with your dagger as the bonus action. Yeah.
oh yeah,
yeah,
So I rolled a 16 to hit,
that's a hit. How much damage?
and then I do 9 damage with the rapier. So do I kill him?
Fortunately for you, you lunge forwards to stab him, and this fucker, this ignorant little fuck, he trips right onto your fucking sword. You kill him in one hit.
also
I just like stop and I look down at him. I look disappointed, like, oh man.
really quick. So I just looked it up. It says the gist is that Nick lets you turn the extra bonus action attack from the light property into a free attack that comes bundled into the same attack action.
Yeah,
So
I'm not
Shit.
I'm not going to use that.
yeah,
I don't
yeah.
like we've always said I will use a hybrid of the rules. And
Two
I just think
actions just because you have,
yeah,
or two attacks just because you have the light weapon, or the light
it just
thing is
it
kind
just
of
doesn't really
wild.
make sense.
And if you're
Yeah.
doing two weapon fighting with two light weapons, you get 4 attacks in a turn, which
Yeah, that's what made the monks special. That they were able to do that, and they've taken that away from the monks. So yeah, no, I ain't doing that.
Well,
Right, anyway, there's 4 left, and they're all around the barbarian.
yep.
Or the fighter, or whatever it is. Go nuts.
The fighter.
Fighter. Yeah. Well, they're all around you. There's 4 of them left because you've not killed any.
I was just like swinging 3 times. I'm like really
Oh,
frustrated.
yeah, all right, yeah, okay. Roll a hit, my friend.
Alright, let's hope I don't miss for a fourth time. Fourth time.
I'm
Hold on.
praying for you.
A hit, roll to hit. And I can't roll because D&D Beyond is just fantastic.
Just
Alright,
roll
so I
a
need
d20.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
just
I'll
need
roll
a
for you, mate.
D20. Yeah, it's a +3 to hit.
All right.
And 1d8 as well. My damage, of course, but let's see if I
1d8
hit.
plus 3, yeah. 14.
That's a hit.
Okay, and
Um,
I'll roll for your damage. 6 damage.
Right, you fucking crack one. He's not dead, but you've sent him on his way there.
Finally. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, well, the fuckers are getting hit you back now. Right.
Let's see.
Let's see how this goes. Ooh, that's okay, well, the good news is 3 of them swing at you and 3 of them miss.
Mm-hmm.
The downside is that as you dodge away from the 3 blades, one of them gets a crit on you.
No.
Yes.
Ow.
The fucking 4 damage. I rolled another 1.
Oh no, crit. Ah.
I'm just picturing for like these gnomes. I'm just picturing just like midgets in like like cultist outfits.
Yeah,
So like
basically,
every
yeah.
Game of Thrones character that's short.
I still can't get over that fucker who said, "You look like a midget with gigantism."
Oh, that was the greatest line.
Right. Okay, well, three of them missed. One of them got a really shit hit on you.
Mm-hmm.
You're up.
No, it's V. It's V now.
V, you're up.
I would like to go ahead and which one's the like the lowest? Like how far are they from me?
There's not a lot of room in the corridor, so they're all pretty close to both
Yeah,
of you.
you can
really.
basically get whatever one you want. The
Yeah.
injured one is closest to both you and Sentinel, or you and V. Rather.
I go ahead and I throw my dagger at the one that has low HP.
Go ahead. You have a very good chance of killing him.
I rolled a 15 to hit.
That's a hit.
And
damage?
I rolled an 8 for damage.
You fucking kill him. You throw that knife, and as Sentinel is swinging his flail, it rebounds off the flail and nails this fucker right in the neck. And he goes down.
So what you're saying is like a ricochet. That's dope as fuck.
Yeah, you throw, because Sentinel's fighting, you throw your dagger, and it pings off the ball of his flail and gets him right in the throat.
Damn.
Bit of style
Okay.
points for you.
Hell yeah.
Left. Right. Okay, yeah, you're up. Sentinel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So,
You can have a swing.
yeah. Yeah. It's my turn, right?
Yes. Yeah, it's you.
Hit. I got a natural 20.
Oh,
So D3.
fucking a dirty 20 or a nat 20?
Not.
Oh, yeah, you definitely hit.
Alright, so roll
Okay,
damage.
yeah, roll for double damage.
I got
should
a
do.
12
You,
damage.
right, you turn around, and there's this one who just hit you with his critical of his own. And he's not done very much damage. You show him how it's done. You swing your flail down and basically crush his head into the pulp of his neck.
Yeah, I think I was pretty frustrated to miss 3 times in a row as well.
Yeah, you nail this fucker.
Yeah.
Right. Now it's them. 2 remain. One of them, he has just seen a knife come out of nowhere. And he wants to get thoroughly away, so he's going to dart past you towards V.
Oh, would that be an opportunity attack?
It would be an opportunity attack, but he can see that V is injured. So Sentinel, you can have a swing on him.
Yep.
Save me, man.
I'm gonna do that.
Right.
Do I roll it again?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
roll a hit.
get
Yeah.
a single attack. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yep. I got 15.
that's a hit.
Yes.
How much damage?
Let me see. I got 5.
Oh, he's not dead. He is
Mm,
injured as
can I
fuck.
use Can I
Yeah,
use a feat?
What's your feat? Because
My feat is called Savage Attacker. I can use once per turn when I hit someone with a
it's
weapon.
not an
I roll
attack. It's an opportunity attack.
Yeah.
fuck. Shit.
It's not a
Well,
turn, basically.
5
Yeah.
damage it is.
I mean, I imagine being hit would kind of change his path a little bit.
Oh, it doesn't matter. He fucking missed V. He got a nat 1 to hit.
Aha! Yeah,
So
okay, so he tripped over the chain, is what I was thinking.
basically, yeah. Yeah, he's running towards V, and you smack him with the flail, and then he trips over the chain and basically embeds his sword in the ground. However, the other one, noticing that you're attacking, takes a swing, and he rolls a 14.
Ooh.
So that's a hit against you, Sentinel. Yeah,
I can kill myself. I rolled another 1.
they're a bit shit. These cultists.
Yeah, he got 2 damage on you. God damn it. Fucking hate these cultists, man.
Yeah, I mean,
It's really weird that right after you say you're gonna try making them dumber, their rolls get really shitty.
Do you want to know something? I'm not even trying
be
at this fucking point. If I was...
Are you a fae?
No.
Well, he is a little bit fruity, but yeah, I don't think that's what you mean.
But yeah, I've genuinely just started rolling shit.
yeah, I think the gnomes.
Right. Okay. Top of the round, I guess.
Top of the round.
I go to the gnome that was trying to come over to me, and I kind of like crouch down to him, and I'm like, "Really? Did you really think that was gonna work?" And then I just stab him right in the neck.
Yeah, have a roll.
12 to hit.
That is a hit, but barely.
All right, that's good. 8 for damage.
Yeah, you kill him. He's getting up, and you basically nail him to the ground.
The poor gnome. He's just so small. He's get turned into a fucking. Like those mini games where like you pin the donkey's thing.
Yeah, that's basically it. Right. Well, there's
Next
one
is me.
left. Yeah, so see if you can finish him off.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll to hit. He's next to me, right?
Yep, he is still on you.
Got a 17 plus 3. It's a 20. Dirty.
Yeah, you smack him. Right,
Yeah, smack.
damage.
I got a 4 damage.
He's not dead.
He's pretty hurt though. Can I
Well, yeah,
reroll my feet now? It's an action.
Now you can now you can
Because I
use
got
your
a
feet.
1, so it's like 1 plus 3. Okay, I can get better than that.
Yeah, now you
Right.
can use it.
Fuck,
yeah,
it's a 1 again. Well, it's 4.
Oh, okay.
You were destined to have 4.
Yep. Right. Okay. See, these cultists, he's just seen all of his friends die. So he is now half dead. So he takes the disengage action and is going to try and run away.
All right.
Yeah, he's just seen his friends get fucking mutilated. So he turns tail.
So he's running. What are you guys doing?
Is it my turn?
Off the round. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's
I wanna
fast, so you're gonna have to move quick.
How far ahead is he right now? How far away from me?
And let's have
Would have been a full move. So
Before you kill him, can we at least interrogate him?
yeah. Gnomes move. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Gnomes.
25 feet, isn't it?
Yeah.
This
So
gnome? Yeah.
it's 25 feet.
Yeah. They're short.
I'd like to go ahead and just like teleport behind him, and then just like, like kick him right into the head, try and knock him out.
Roll, and then I'll roll something else, and I'll see if it works.
Fuck! I rolled a 3 to hit.
Yeah, he dodges. Well, fortunately, we've still got the fighter to go.
Yeah, the fighter. Yeah.
I got 30 feet speed. Can I catch up to him?
Yeah, you can catch up. He was in front of you. He's closer to you.
I'm gonna just grapple him with my fist.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yep, a strength check or dex check. I'm gonna do a dex check.
It's going to be you know what? Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck it. Yeah, do it.
I got a dex check. I got 14.
Okay.
I will roll an opposing dex. He rolled. Yeah, you get him.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna just try restrain him and get the dagger away.
Yep, he's
yeah.
he's struggling. He's kicking and screaming, but you've got him.
Get on the ground. Get on the ground. He's black.
I'm gonna ask Pep2, I mean V, if he has anything to tie the gnome up. You know, how
Actually, I
tie the
do have
gnome?
rope.
Yeah, good.
Fuck, Kingston, fuck's sake, you killed me.
Right, yeah. So you have a tied up gnome.
Nish Floyd.
My God.
You guys laughing.
Not Nish Floyd.
Wait, what are we laughing at? Who's
Don't worry about it, mate. Just don't worry.
Hey fam,
where's
all
the text
fighters are
messages I need
bad.
to see?
Right.
So,
You have him.
Defund the
What is it about
paladins.
me?
Dude, I feel offended at this point that I'm being left out of something this funny.
Defund the paladins.
King said as soon as Sentinel grappled him and pushed him on the ground, he said, "I can't breathe."
No,
Fucking God.
fucking dumb. That's dark.
All right.
God.
Composure.
Please
Right.
didn't have that.
Fuck's sake. Anyway, yes. What are you saying to the gnome?
I just hurriedly tell V, V, get some rope. I'm gonna hog tie this little fella.
All right, I pull out my rope, and you know how people take belts and they'll do, like, the belt crack thing.
Mm-hmm.
I wanna like do that with like the rope, and just for comedy's sake say that it made the like the belt snap sound.
I got a
That
soundboard for
guy
this.
right
I can play the soundboard for this.
Wait, I think I have your soundboard muted. Hold up. I muted your soundboard.
I'll do it again.
So I can hear you.
Fuck's
Why is the emoji you chose for that a monkey?
See no evil. See no evil.
Anyway, please. Right. So, yeah. What are you saying to the gnome?
Well, first of all, what were you guys doing here? If he doesn't answer, I'm gonna be a bit mad.
Yeah. I mean, you're free to drop in, son, if you want, or.
I can't do a gnome voice. I'll leave that one
All
to you.
right, I'll do it. He says, "Let me go, disgusting tall thing. Let me go now."
I'm not gonna lie, a gnome having Sun's voice sounds really hilarious.
I just hear a niche.
Yeah, I can
Anyway,
always do the gnome voice. I do a pretty good Marin. I think I can do a pretty good gnome.
Yeah. No, I'll do it. I'm the DM. All right.
Fair enough.
Let me go. Let me go, please.
Alright, so I forgot what I wanted to say. So I'm just gonna say, you're lucky to be getting to live for now. You should be cooperating with us if you want to live a little longer to tell your friends and family about their death. I'm trying to like just
All right, all right. What do you want to know?
um.
And I
I'm just gonna ask V. You know what to do.
I
Let's
I
just talk.
ask him with a really gravelly voice. Who do you work for?
We work for our Lord, the Blessed One, who knows the truth of the universe. The universe is ruled by chaos. This philosophy that the mainstream gnomes
What is
subscribe to,
this?
it's foolish.
Skylanders? What is this? Skylanders?
King, you don't say it twice. We didn't laugh the first time.
Oh, I didn't know if y'all heard me because I interrupted. That's it. I'm killing myself. Y'all going first on my note.
I have a question for the gnome. I asked the gnome, what is this place?
You're in the side tunnels, the catacombs. It's where we bury our dead.
So you're not murdering psychopaths. Well, I mean, like you guys might be, but like your entire civilization is.
I've never murdered anyone.
And listen, I'm not going to believe that until I see some evidence. All right.
Well, you did pull out daggers as soon as we saw each other, so I kind of hope to like.
It was the order of our priest. We must prevent outsiders from seeing our rituals.
Oh, rituals, you say? So, care to tell what your rituals may entail?
We are a minority group amongst the gnomes. We must stay hidden. The Lord of the Four, he who understands the four natures of this world, it is not well thought upon in any land, let alone here. We were trying to summon a servant of his.
So what you're saying is, if I bring your head into the Gnomish capital, then they'll go ahead and they'll actually allow me in there without any issue. Is that what you're?
You have no way of
You're saying?
proving that I was part of this
Oh, your
group.
buddy over there.
And what if we just brought you alive there?
I could also just, drag you with your clothes, all your clothes on. I think they might recognize that a little bit.
Please don't kill me. Please. I haven't done anything wrong.
Well, except try to kill us.
Well, that was... Well, fair enough then.
The gnome just gave up. Just hey, fair enough.
That's a good point, to be fair, yeah.
I have an idea of something. Can I tell the gnome guy? Can I be like, all right, listen, if you want to live, you're gonna go ahead, you're gonna help us with what we got to do. But here's the thing, and what I want to do is I'd like to go ahead and like kind of prick my my thumb with a dagger, and then I just want to start chanting like some kind of random nonsense, like and then I want to like start like shaking my head, and like my eyes like they go into the back of my head as I push onto his forehead, and then I let go, and I look back at him, and I'm like all normal again. I'm like, if I clap my hands, you will explode.
Roll me a deception check.
All right.
I will roll for the gnome.
I rolled a 10.
Fuck.
You're so fucking lucky that the gnome rolled an 8.
Oh my fucking word. Well.
No, please. I'm sworn to you now. Yes, sword.
All right, good. Now get up. We're going somewhere. We're on a little field trip.
Okay.
We start going
I just
down
like
further into the.
show the gnome like you're not gonna die as long as you listen to us.
I can't believe that blood bombs clap my hands bullshit actually worked.
It's what the
I
rule.
mean,
It's what the rules say, mate.
one more reason for why the gnome won't betray us in the long run.
Yeah, because he actually thinks I can kill him by just clapping my hands.
Yeah, that's just start of a beautiful friendship, you know.
It'd be really funny if he tries to betray us, and then I just like announced to everyone that if I clap my hands, he explodes, and then they all look at him like a fucking bomb, and then I get ready to clap my hands, and then they all just start running.
That would be
Doesn't he? I
fucking
just like the gnome
hilarious.
forever. He doesn't escape ever again.
I could
Just
I could
start
bring this
inside the
entire
gnome.
civilization to its knees by a lie.
All right. So he leads you through the kind of corridor, and he strips off his robes and basically dumps them, kind of at the end, and you're facing yet another ladder. And he says, "Look, I'm a man of some standing in the settlement. Although you are outsiders, if you are with me, perhaps you will get away unscathed."
Yeah, and if we don't, we can
Yeah,
always go ahead and blow you and ourselves up with everyone else around us.
what a
Yes, quite.
saying.
I will try my utmost, Lord.
Good. Let's go.
I'm gonna ask the gnome how the fuck did he get to be in this life or enter this little group?
I was always skeptical of the main gnomish philosophy. And over the years, I found that there were more subversive groups within our society that were more willing to explore the esoteric. I eventually found the Lord who understands the Four, and I was most pleased with his doctrine.
I see. Well, for now, forget about all this. If we get to meet your superiors, just think of them as old acquaintances, because now you're staying with us. Now you're gonna help us, and then we're gonna release you once we're done. All right?
All right, all
Hey,
right. Those are agreeable terms.
over
Because
the
if you
table.
think about betraying us, my friend over there is not gonna hesitate exploding you into bits.
Yes,
Note,
of course,
note that
of
down.
course. I understand.
Hey, over the
Fine.
table. I want to quickly know. Am I able to like first before we go anywhere else? Can I loot the one guy who had the book's body? I really wanted to see what he had on him.
You can, but it's all going to be in Gnomish.
Damn it, never mind then.
Above the table,
It's pretty
there
good.
is a certain dragonborn who has comprehend languages in the party.
Yeah, too bad he's on like the other side of the forest.
Too bad. At some point, you're probably gonna meet up with him sometime within the next session.
Yeah, I'll leave it
Dragonborn is
behind.
gonna pick up the book.
I'm gonna leave it behind out of pure spite.
That's crazy.
She's gonna not keep the book to yourself. Let's not give it to the Dragonborn. She's gonna steal it,
What do you
probably.
mean? That's it.
No,
I'm
I'm
sticking my
joking.
weasels on you, bro.
Well, I mean, it's V. I'm sure he's gonna come around. His thieving ways or something.
Oh no, I never will. I'm entirely building a nation onto which I can be able to use to thieve the world.
Yeah,
Dude,
I don't think he's gonna give the book to the Dragonborn. Unlikely, anyway.
what if the book has secrets containing how to build an army and control the world via frogs?
Nah, because I think I might be able to find a way to control this gnomish nation through the power of bullshitting.
That's just called corporate.
I mean, is it out of
I've been
reach to
muted
learn
that
a
entire
new
time. Oh, okay, all right then. All right. So, yeah, you're led up the ladder,
language?
and you arrive in sort of what looks like a kind of storeroom, maybe. Well, actually, no, it looks like a morgue. There's these sort of coffins all around.
Hmm.
And as he kind of leads you out, he says, "Look, just stay with me, and I'll try and talk my way out of this."
All right, all
Just
right.
just don't get any smart ideas, all right? And I gesture to both of my hands and like a clapping like gesture where I get my hands close to each other, but not close enough to make any noise.
Yeah,
Of
don't
course,
think
of
about
course.
betraying us because you're the first one to go before anything falls down.
And I'll be laughing
Yeah.
as the explosion hits my body.
Right. As you are led out, you arrive in this bustling. It's just one building, but it's easily the size of a village. Everything is sort of wood paneled. You see steam pipes releasing their sort of leaking into the air. There's gnomes running about everywhere, herding sheep, selling food on the side of a road. It's like a crowded market. And approaching you are two armed gnomes, seemingly guards of some sort. And they look like they have short spears in their hands. And they go up to you and say, "You, Nungar, what is your business with these outsiders? Well, how did they get in? They did not enter by the main entrance. Do they have a permit?"
I'm going to be back. I'm just going to get a drink.
All right.
I just shove the gnome in front of us just to make it. Hey,
This the gnome says,
you know,
"No, but they aided me. You see, I was lost in the old catacombs, and they had fallen through into the deeper parts. You know how it is unstable up there. Broken our illusion, but not by their fault. And they saved my life."
huh.
So really, I would like to speak to Nish, the my governor. And the guards kind of look at you. Can I have sort of persuade rolls from you just to see if you look good
Yeah,
enough?
all the
But
blood
yeah,
and our clothes are pretty.
Me as
it
well,
won't be
right?
a hard one. Yeah, both of you. Yeah, it won't be a
Eight,
hard one. It's basically if you fumble.
18.
All right.
I got a 15.
Yep. Yeah. You kind of stand there and sort of nod, and they say, "Well, most peculiar. You know, no outsiders are to be brought here, but uh, extenuating circumstances." Okay. I feel bad from leaving King out. So, King, is there anything that you particularly want to do?
I'm with Aiden right now.
Yeah. But like, do you want to be a character? Do you want to?
If you want to make me a character, I can.
Yeah, sure. All right. So, fair enough. You will now be, for now, you are taken down the sort of winding corridors of the gnomish long house to the to an office, and as you enter, there's all these sort of trinkets and automatons on on the desk, and as you enter, King, I would like you to play Nish,
Nish.
the gnomish commandant of this little kind of area, who has just found that his good friend, what do I call him? I'm just going to say Nosh. His good friend Nosh has taken in some outsiders against the common rule.
All right. Give me one sec. Get my stretches in. You know, huge role I'm playing right now. So they just arrived at the Nish's
Uh,
place.
they just like knocked on the door and the guards have let them in.
All right. Nish asks, "What's the meaning of this?"
Okay, so Nosh speaks up and he says, it's most irregular, but I have a good explanation. These outsiders have come in, but they saved my life.
Have they now? And how did they do that?
We were attacked by carrion crawlers in the deepest part of the catacombs, but they killed them.
And what were you doing in the catacombs?
I lean into the to Nosh, and I'm like, hey, don't forget to go ahead and tell him how dumb you were and how close to death you were, and how we heroically went ahead and made sure that they absolutely didn't kill you because you got lost for a dumb reason.
Well, it was absolutely idiotic, really. I was I know the catacombs like the back of my hands. I tend to the dead, but somehow I took a wrong turn and these things pounced upon me. And I don't know if you've encountered carrion crawls before, sir, but they paralyzed me with their poison, and I was to be eaten alive. But then these heroes, it's almost as if it was God given. They fell through the ceiling, obviously coming across a weaker part of the catacombs and breaking the illusion, and they were able to dispose of these terrible creatures.
That's very interesting. And you so-called heroes, what business have you in the catacombs? What business have you in my city?
Um, um,
Oh,
I'll
we're just
digress.
here to sightsee. We're trying to write a book, you see, and we really need to have some authentic information if we want to write this book, and we want to write it about your rich and amazing culture that we love so much and it's so dear to our heart.
Roll me
We
a
got in.
persuasion.
I know I've already pulled this shtick before, but I'm doing it again.
It worked last time,
16.
King. I'd say that's
Oh,
a success, but King, how does your dude react?
Oh, let me check DMs real quick. Give me one sec. Oh,
I call this is
yeah,
being
I
recorded.
did record it. I've been recording this whole time. Anyways, um, he's just like, hmm, it's not often that we get travelers trying to note down about our city and our culture. And usually, when people do ask, we decline. But since you did save my dear friend Nosh, I suppose we'll let you sightsee, but under close supervision. And
Hmm.
Nish is gonna snap his fingers, and two guards are gonna come out, and Nish is gonna say, "Watch them carefully." and give him a tour of the city.
Yes, sir. Of course, sir. And they kind of they bow, and they escort you all out. And they say, "Well, what is your book about exactly? Is there anywhere particularly you want to see first?"
It's actually about the long history of gnomish air technology, and we heard that you guys have a flying ship of sorts.
Ah, yes, the airship. Most fascinating. My father was a mechanic at its first building, you know.
Interesting, interesting.
Hmm.
Can we go see it now?
I don't see why not. You're under guard, so yes, sure.
How strong are the two guards? I mean, I know they're gnomes, but I'm guessing they got some equipment.
They are armored and armed. Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
do you think that before we go see your guys' amazing airship, do you think we could go and go on a little tour of your guys' shopping district?
Yeah, let's go shopping.
Sure, yes. I imagine if you've been lost in the catacombs for a while, you want some resources. Along the way, I shall explain some basics of our culture.
Wonderful.
As he kind of leads you along, he says, "We are what we like to term ourselves the true gnomes. The gnomes who live amongst the human lands have forgotten our ways. We are our own people, and although we may no longer have our own nation, we deserve the sovereignty that nationhood allows. Whenever a outsider comes to us and claims that we are squatting on their lands or have to pay them taxes, we refuse
Mhm.
because we are our own people with our own customs and our own rules. It is the right of all who live as yeoman farmers to live freely without the oppression of outside states." As he kind of leads you along, how to describe this place? I'm putting this inside chat.
I mean,
Uh,
the reason we're
yeah.
here is because we want to. What remind me of what we're here for exactly?
So you want to get the airship to basically go to the elves quicker, is the thing.
The north, right?
Yeah, the north where the elves are. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Let's do that.
I know we're starting a whole ass war just for this one thing.
Welcome to D and
I
D.
could have done across the whole world. I mean, I'm getting attached to north.
It's not like we're starting the war's already been prepared by the gnomes stealing the caravan stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, a better way to
Correct.
explain it then is that there was like a little bit of like there was like a little bit of like a fire there, and then we're
Yeah,
throwing logs
you
on it.
found the spark.
Yeah, we've dumped an entire thing of gasoline on that fire.
Why should we?
We influenced the war, but we did not
100%.
start it.
This was always going to happen. All we've done is just point people towards the right side.
Exactamundo.
Are we gonna like cause a lot of death? Because
Oh,
Yes, of
I'm
course you
still
are.
thinking
Yes.
We already have.
Ironic, ironically enough, according to the rules of Aiden's religion, this is not only approved of, it's something he's actively encouraged to do. Because the gnomes have broken the rules of society by trying to point them into war.
so then destroy all of gnome society?
Just these gnomes,
Destroy all of these gnome societies?
basically, yeah.
Yay.
I was thinking, like, what was the cause of the war? What like what's on fire right now? Like, what's the spark?
The gnomes
The
stole
gnomes were-
from the elves, and then they gave to the
Yeah.
dwarves.
The gnomes stole from the elves, gave it to the dwarves. They were trying to cause a drugs problem within dwarvish society that would track back to the elves, which were fighting between them both.
Did we get like? Are we sure it's not like some minority of the gnome society that's like causing the problems?
At this point, we don't care. We're just burning it all down. We want
Well,
pure
we'll wait until you get to the trade district, as you are now.
No,
And in
just
fact,
go shopping.
as you enter, he says, "Yes, we've come across some rather marvelous items through our brigades currently. We have elven wine, dwarven metal, even this." And he kind of gestures to one of the stalls, and on it is a golden symbol of the sun, Aiden's holy symbol. He says, "It's made of solid gold. But if you don't buy it, we'll melt it down and make a better profit out of it."
I'm going to cause the Holocaust in fucking D&D.
So now I know exactly how, if at any point in time Aiden begins to feel bad about killing these people, I now know exactly how I can get him to not feel bad about killing these people. I'm gonna keep that in my back pocket, and I'm not gonna buy it just for that
Reading.
purpose.
All right. And they show you around. There's just stuff that they've clearly stolen from humans, dwarves, elves, the whole lot. There's even like
No.
bugbear totems, orcish. Well, orcs don't really have a civilization, but they do like carve rune stones. There's orcish rune stones and stuff like that.
Are there any
Might
like
ask you-
potion shops at all, or any place that gives
There,
potions?
there are many potion shops. It's a very magical society.
Hell yeah!
Like you see
Oh,
people
yeah.
basically just casting mage hand casually, like your regular kind of peasant casting it to carry their bag or whatever.
It's awesome.
I think it's your time to steal stuff, no?
Okay. Yeah, good point. I think Aiden's been influencing me just a little too much. I was starting to take a look at that 39 gold I had, but no, I forgot that I'm a rogue. Can I just go ahead and like go and steal some like potions and shit, like as many as I possibly can?
Are you looking for any particular potion?
Specifically, I need health potions.
Yeah.
Lots of.
Okay, so they're probably one of the most common ones. Roll me a sleight of hand, see if you're able to.
16.
I would say with a 16, you're able to get one because they are pretty valuable and pretty well watched. But
Can I quickly chug it before I do anything else?
yeah, sure.
Thank you. That's literally
What's
the
that?
only
That's
thing I
a
wanted.
2d4 or something. Yeah,
So I roll a 2d4s.
yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
Oh, that's a 4 right off the bat. That's good. And then
I'm thinking of robbing a
that's
potion.
that's 6 then. So I am back up to maximum HP. Thank God. That's all I wanted to go shopping for.
There's it's suddenly a kind of spring in your step, and the guards kind of notice and say, "Oh, you've perked up. See anything you like?"
Oh, yeah, actually, hey, shopkeep, how much for all of these health potions over here?
For all of them,
Yeah.
that'll cost you mm, at least 200 gold for all of these.
Mm. How many for
Really?
how many for 10?
10 healing potions. That'll be about 100 gold. I've only got 20 here, mate.
What the
Okay,
fuck?
okay. Can I get 4? How much is 4?
Well, 40 if you haven't worked it out.
Um,
Hey,
13 gold apiece.
are the
Yeah.
guards really?
can I
Really?
Guards are just watching you barter.
can I like gesture for the little gnome guy to come over here and kind of be like, "Give me a coin or else I clap my hands."
Look, I don't have a lot
We
of gold on me, but
Give me a gold coin, or I clap my hands.
I've only got 4 on me.
I will not repeat myself again.
I'm just bullying our best friend right
Right,
now. I
sure.
can't believe
I'll give you 1 if one's all you need. Or
Q. All right, I want these ones.
okay then. And he hands you the 4 pieces. Yeah, 4
Alright,
potions.
I'm gonna go ahead and remove the
let's
30
just give like 1
gold.
gold back to the
That's not what I
gnomes.
wanted to do. Oopsie.
The nosh, right?
All right, there we go. And
Yeah,
then
this is
wait, how many
Nosh. Yeah,
potions did I get?
you got 4 plus the 1 that you chugged.
Uh,
V, you should steal the shit out of this turn until you get strong.
is it just potion of healing?
Yeah, just a basic one. Yeah.
Okay. The backpack. 1.
um, Bean, can I go buy a torch and tinder boxes?
Yeah, sure. That'll just be the regular price, which I can't look up at the moment because my computer is shitting itself.
Let's just say I buy them.
All right.
And I'll get a 1 potion for my 10 gold per potion, right? I
Yeah,
didn't
10 gold a
even keep
potion.
count.
Yeah, if you're getting potions, yeah.
I did not even keep count of my gold. I'm gonna guess I got the starting gold, like last money along or something. 50 gold in total in my pocket.
Yeah.
Just to even it out. Hold on. Yeah, I got 50 gold, let's say. I'm gonna get 3 health potions. That makes 30 gold.
Yep.
A per remove. What else? I'm gonna buy like well 3 torches actually in 10 tinder boxes, and we'll put it up for later.
All right.
What else? Rope. I'm gonna buy a rope.
Oh yeah, did I get my rope back after we untied him?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, you would have. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Thankfully, we didn't cut the rope.
Yeah, that was my father's rope. Can't lose that.
Wait, no fucking no.
You told me you got a lot of use out of it. I don't know what that means.
No.
I've got an image to send about what that means. And if
No,
you
don't
recognize
listen.
it, I know what kind of man you are. Don't worry,
Are you
King. It's safe for work.
no fucking.
No,
You're
not
playing.
safe for
You're
work.
playing a freaking rope.
No, it is. It is safe for work. Okay.
I know. I was saying not safe for work.
Are you like implying
What's
bondage something?
the what's the
You
image?
said it, not me.
Funny. They got 3 pots. Health pots. Uh,
It's inside chat.
I'm just gonna encourage V, like tag him like hey, you should try stealing more. This place seems to be quite rich, if I may say so myself. Doesn't look like they own it anyway.
No comment.
I mean, I'm technically supposed to like shiny things, so, and I just see that they have like an overabundance of stuff.
Right. Okay. Anyway, yeah. So one of the guards kind of speaks up and says, "Well, I suppose I should show you to the flying machine then. Have you done your purchase?"
Before that, do you think we have the time to take a short rest? Like,
Yeah,
ask
sure.
them.
If you say like, "Can we just kind of go to a pub or something and have a drink?" He says, "Yeah, sure."
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
You don't get many outsiders, but as we're escorting you in, it should be all right.
While Sentinel is like sitting doing whatever he's doing, I want to sit next to him, and I want to go ahead and do my my meditation because it takes only a short rest amount of time for a long rest, just so I can be able to get all of
I mean,
my
no,
powers.
it's a full 4 hours. You're not going to be spending 4 hours in a bar.
Damn it!
Yeah, I mean, you can take a short rest, which is 1 hour
All right.
minimum, but yeah, which means you get as many hit dice back as you want to spend. Well, I mean, you're already.
One short rest is three dice, right? Let me see the rules because I completely forgot them. It's been a while. Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
licking from a green apple popsicle, and then I took a drink of Pepsi, and it tasted like a Skittle.
I was looking for a job, and then I found a job, and heaven knows I'm miserable now.
What?
So, sorry, yes, it's who's it? It's Morrissey. Right, it's what I reference whenever anyone says I was looking. Anyway, so right,
Yes.
as you are led upon to the airship, you are led up sort of. So all this has been taking place within one sort of massive building. Um, but as you are kind of led up for the first time, you're able to see the sky, and hidden within the a kind of clearing within the forest is this tower made of wood and stone. And the guards say, "Well, the airship's up there. Come on." They lead you up these rickety stairs, and you are able to reach the top. And you see something a little bit like. Give me Google image search, please. Well, I don't know if any of you have played World of Warcraft, but it looks like a World of Warcraft goblin airship, right? The type of shit you use to transcend continents. Yeah. I'll find a picture when my computer stops crashing. But it's basic.
So,
Mhm.
are they gonna let us take the airship to ourselves and just go to the hills? I don't think they will, no.
Probably not.
What if we just punted the gnomes off the airship and just said, "Laddie ho, goodbye"? Because I'm planning to kick the gnomes off if I can.
Well, you don't know how to fly it, do you?
We got Nosh. Does he know how to fly an airship? We can
You
always
don't know.
get
You
another
haven't.
gnome.
You haven't asked him.
Oh yeah, right. I'm
That's
gonna
a
ask.
question to ask when we're not around all these
Yeah, not
guards and stuff.
around the guards.
I want them catching on to our plan.
What kind of question would work? Like, not seeming too suspicious. Like, you're just like, hey, do gnomes generally know how to fly airships? Something like that.
Well, it's up to you what you ask.
Hmm. I'm gonna ask. Does it? How hard is it to fly an airship like this? It looks quite big.
Oh well, yeah. You need proper training for a start. It's like any other technical job, really.
Really? So how long
You couldn't
does
do it
does it take?
untrained, you know.
Hmm.
Do you think that that you could bring us your finest captain, so we can build a meet him and he can show us around the airship proper? The best captain that you guys have, because I want to make sure that when I write this league,
Uh, I,
I write you guys
I
in the absolute best way possible.
I don't know about our best captain, but we can certainly bring you the one available. Sure.
That works too.
How many people are on airship usually? It looks quite big, you know.
If we
Like
have
if
to,
Well,
we'll
it's
make him go into the air and we'll knock him off.
there's the captain's quarters, and then there's the crew. You need a crew, you understand, a crew of at least 5 people to operate it properly.
fuck.
Then, well, we've got berths for about 20 people. Well, 20 gnomes, so probably about 10 big folk like yourself.
Oh,
We only use it
interesting.
to trade with the northern elves. They're our only trade allies. Anywhere else, we're sort of pushed away. I don't understand why. It's not like our society is broken or anything.
No, not at all. Yeah. Sorry, the elephants.
Aiden, do you still want to do gnome holocaust on them?
Well,
I mean,
I think he will when I tell him what they were doing to his like his
yeah,
thing.
maybe they didn't know that it was so valuable or something, you know? Like this
It's one of those
secret.
things. Like it's an evil society, but it's not everyone within. It's not like Warhammer
Are
40k
they?
chaos. You know.
The best way I can think of describing it would be something like the Aztec, where to them they're not evil and they don't understand why I hate them, but from an outside perspective, you can see that they are, in fact, very fucking evil.
What makes them evil? Is it just the
The
drugs?
human sacrifice and the murder.
It's the fact that they just don't really give a shit about stealing other people's things.
They're like the
Yeah,
borrowers, but bigger dicks.
it's a whole society where it's based around taking from others, putting people against each other to make profit off of the losers.
Oh,
I mean,
so if that's the case, then taking over this society would be a walk in the park. Got it.
Uh, kind of.
Anyway,
Anyway, yes.
I want the chance to make my fucking speech, so
Right, you'll make it a 9, and that'll be the ending. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, or at least when we roll this up. So okay, Hello, Noms. We're just playing some D&D, bro.
Hello.
Was good noms.
Right. Okay.
We just playing some
Was
D&D.
Oh, but yeah, I just wanted to see if you're down to play Fortnite before I go to work here in a bit. But if it's gonna be a long session, just let me know, and I'll be ready tonight.
We'll be wrapping up after Aiden's speech at 9.
In about
9
30 minutes.
9 bean time. Yeah, in about
Yeah.
half an hour.
All right, sounds good. Just let me know. Yeah. All right.
For
Peace.
sure. Peace.
Yeah. Have a good one, man.
See you around. See you around.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right. So, yes, they bring out the current captain, who is a gnomish woman called Gleep,
Mhm.
and she sort of says, "Yes, hello. I've been asked to come to this interview. Oh, you must be the people writing the book. Yes, word gets around quick here, you know. Well, what do you want to know about our airship?
Well, I would love to see how it works in action. I've never been on anything that's able to fly through the sky like a bird, so I would absolutely love to be able to feel it. And I'd be able to write in detail how it felt to be able to ride inside, the book.
Oh, all right then. I suppose I can take you on a little bit of a test run. She kind of claps her hands, and these other gnomes sort of emerge from their quarters or whatever.
Are we clapping now?
And
Huh?
no, she claps, not you.
I know, but I'm saying I'm making like a joke of, oh, we're clapping now to really just like make
Uh,
the
Nosh,
now to really like start
Nosh
sweating.
kind of starts sweating. He says, yes, indeed. I used to be a crewman when I was younger. Perhaps I can help with the rigging and such. I could never drive the thing, but and Gleep kind of agrees, and
I'll
then
be back in just a second. I'm gonna go get more coffee.
You really want to make sure that we don't kill that captain.
But we need like
not
photos.
saying anything, not saying anything. Um. So yeah,
I mean, we seem to be dead set on causing mayhem and death and chaos to this society.
I have a plan though, Sentinel. I know exactly what to do as soon as we're in the air.
well,
Don't
they
worry, it'll be
kind
out of your
of
past.
they get the thing going. The bellows pump up the balloon with gas, and it starts to float and fly around fairly quickly over the forest.
I
And the captain is just explaining as she steers at the wheel. Like, oh yes, as you can see, a slight steer will make the whole thing turn. It's quite difficult to control, really. Got to
I
take
see.
into account the amount of gas in the balloon, and it's the flight path. You got to stay up in the air, but not so high it gets too much for the gas, and it starts to condense, and then all of a sudden you're plummeting to the ground like an earth.
I have a question for you. Well, more for
Yes.
your crew. And
Okay.
I turn around and or like where I'm guessing where like the front of the thing, right?
Yeah, you're at the bow. Yeah, you're at the bow.
Okay. So I turn around and I yell back to our crew, how loyal are you all to your captain, and how much do you guys love your captain?
Well,
This
absolutely.
is like the most suspicious
She's a
thing.
good captain.
Wonderful.
She pays us well, looks after us. Okay.
That's good. That's good to hear. And I lean over to Sentinel fast and I say, "Hey, Sentinel, when I give the signal, push the guards off the ship immediately."
Under like 20 on the ship.
Like
There's
our
no, no, no.
crew.
There's only 2 guards guarding you, and there's 5 crewmen
Mhm.
on the ship.
And like there's
I
only like how many people in total in the ship?
Um,
There'd be 7
like
gnomes, not
there's
including
7
the
gnomes,
captain.
yeah, not including the captain. Yeah.
Alright,
Um,
so I'm just gonna invite the guards to look at the horizon or something on the ledge.
All right.
and then as soon as he like leads the guards away real fast, I pull out a dagger real fast, and I go right behind the like the captain, and like put her in like a headlock with my knife right at her throat, and I
Okay.
with a smile I look at her crew, and I go, "This is what's gonna happen. You all are gonna listen to me, or your captain's gonna die." And then I yell over to Sentinel, "Sentinel, push him off."
Alright, strength check. Just like shove right behind them, the two
Yeah,
guards.
yeah. Strength check. Yeah.
Let's hope I don't fuck up. 18, yes.
Whoa!
Just hear the Mario scream.
The guards are just pissed off, and okay, so the crew start drawing short swords and weapons of their own.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. And I kind of like press the knife a little bit more into the neck, and I say, I have your beloved captain right here, and if she can't fly it, then we'll all die. So be
And
good
I
little gnomes and do your job.
What do you want? Like, what is this? What do you want?
First, I want you to swear you're not going to do anything unless I tell you to do it. Everyone swear that? I said everyone swear that.
But tell us what you want first. What are you going to do? Crash this into the city?
I'm the one asking questions. You be good gnome and do your job.
Doesn't matter if we're doing our job if we're all going to die. What are your intentions? Come on.
Can I
you,
actually
Yeah.
hold up? I'm trying to think about this.
I'm personally gonna go back and pull out my flail and just make sure that don't.
Just start swinging it over your head. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Can I get an intimidation roll with advantage from V then?
All right, go
As
ahead.
Sentinel's helping. Yeah.
Okay, so my first intimidation roll is going to be a 16, and then my second intimidation, where'd it go? Intimidation roll is going to be okay. So I'm going with 16 then, because 14 was the lower one.
All right. Okay. I'll say that's just about good enough. I kind of go, well, all right, but you best explain your plan to us. Like we're not here to die. We're just doing our jobs.
All
I
right, so
Don't hurt
understand,
you're
her.
not good. Sorry.
and none of you will die as long as you do everything I tell you to, without any
All
more
right
dead
then.
talk.
All right. And they kind of go on maintaining the kind of the ship, maintaining how much heat is on the balloon and such. And the captain sort of choked, says, "At least explain it to me. I'm the one driving."
Fair. I go ahead and I let her go, but
It would be
I push
really
her forward a little bit when I let her go, so she's a little bit away from me, so she can't try to take my dagger away.
All
It
right,
would
yeah.
be really funny if you basically just went, there's like a combined army bearing down on your civilization that's going to wipe it off the face of the earth.
Yeah,
And we need this ship.
Don't
yeah, I'm
tell
not
them that.
lying to them when I say that if they listen to me and they comply, they're gonna live. I never said that their families are gonna live.
Just don't tell the captain that we're about
Oh,
to
don't worry.
commit genocide on their people, because they might
No,
as well
I'm
just
gonna lie.
fuck it. Not gonna let you
No,
kill
I'm gonna lie.
themselves.
Don't worry. I have a whole plan. I've been thinking about this for a week.
All right. So, what are you saying to the captain?
So I tell the captain, all right, listen here. There is some medicine that needs to be shipped out to a very small village that is dying from a almost incurable disease. We have the only cure for it. But
All right.
we need this airship to be able to get it there fast, and this is the only way that we can be able to get it. Will you comply with this? And I look
Yes.
like I look really like worried and like I'm basically like begging.
Roll me a persuasion check, just so we can see.
13.
Yeah, all right. Obviously, the captain. Well, number one, these gnomes are their main prerogative in life is just staying alive. But after that, they're not all evil. And she says, "Yeah, oh, all right then, all right. Just point the direction, you know. But we can't come back after this. You understand? We'll be done as traitors and executed."
Oh, don't worry. I fully understand that. And don't worry, you will be safe. Again, as long as you listen to me and you follow my orders, everything is going to be completely okay. And I'll make sure personally that no one brings you guys harm.
All right then. Point the way. I'll start steering.
I point at the
And she
direction of
she starts
where
steering.
my allies are.
Okay, as you kind of steer towards the elven village. Aiden and Herfrak. Time to
That be us.
shine, baby.
Okay.
Right.
I'm
So,
Wait. Quick question before he starts his speech. Are they outside when he's doing his speech?
no, not yet. I think that will add to the speech if you come at its kind of climax.
Yeah, because I if possible, I would love for at the end of his speech, the airship just like comes out. That'd be awesome.
That is literally what I was thinking. Yeah,
Hell yeah!
Let's
yeah.
fucking go.
Everyone's on the same
Right.
page.
The giant
All right.
elk is gonna
Okay.
follow the airship as it
Okay.
takes
So
off.
the giant elk follows the airship through the forest and just has no problems. Here,
Fair
fucking
enough.
Aiden, you
Yes.
approach the elven villages you have before. You are once
Yeah.
again escorted by the guard
To
and
see
taken
the
to the elven
right?
king's chambers. Yes, and before as you enter, he says, "Ah, Lizardman, what is the news of your encounter?"
Above the table,
Oh.
are we straight up telling them the dwarves are going to war?
Not yet, because I've got.
He's asking Herfrak first because he knows he's like the weak link in this charisma chain. Yeah.
Hirthak it says we've attended the council, and the dwarves agree with us.
Interesting. Although you don't strike me as the sort to be able to understand them, at least not fluently.
Not
You would be
fluently,
Paladin,
no.
there.
I've had some
perhaps you can
translation.
say it more succinctly.
Are we just in front of that one, like, elven fae that sent us on this in the first place?
Yes, he is always alone
Okay.
in his court. The guards actually leave you with him, but you still get the impression that if it comes to it,
They're
it
not
doesn't
far.
matter. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no.
Okay.
The guards may be outside, but he doesn't need them. They're just there for
That is a
show.
power move right there.
I mean, to be honest, he is Fae, so.
But just leaving us with like leaving like them with just himself is a huge power move.
Yeah.
He's had about 1,000 years to practice. So
Yeah. Well, Aiden is gonna smile, and he basically goes, "We have fulfilled your end of the. We have listened to you when you changed the terms, and sought for us to attend their council. Now I have a request.
ask away.
Attend,
I owe you
as we
twice.
have, well, as we have attended the Dwarven Council, I ask now that you call a council of your own. I must speak to your leaders, all of them, not as distant kings of their personal fiefdoms, but as one united group."
Okay. He clicks his fingers, lifts his goblet of wine, and says, in a language that Aiden, even you don't understand, It sounds like the river crashing and meteors flying through the sky and solar flares and black holes sucking in galaxies.
Primordial.
And suddenly the throne room expands from this little kind of wooden dark den to this whole council almost. And
Good.
there are many thrones, and upon these thrones are several elves, but also several other beings. There is a woman, at least 8 foot tall, but proportionally human, shining with light as if it's from behind her, blonde, blue-eyed. There is some sort of lizardman or reptileman whose skin smoulders like a burning coal. There is a strange, short figure whose feet do not yet touch the end of his throne, with a grey skin and a large head and large black eyes. And at once they say, "Speak." And even you, Aiden, are forced to kneel due to the magic that comes from their words.
Okay.
Shit.
He will, once the kneeling has passed, he will stand slowly, and then he'll spread his arms and go. He'll talk in Elvish because most of them are elves, right?
There are many elves. There are the three that I pointed out were beings that you cannot place as having any race at all.
Okay, I'll use Elvish. We're in the Elven Court.
Just to let you know,
Okay.
Hirathak does not know Elvish unless he casts Comprehend Languages.
You are understanding this regardless. You
Okay.
find yourself surprised that you do not need to cast Comprehend Languages.
Damn, that's
You
fine.
are kind of hearing the Elvish that's being spoken, but understanding it as if you speak it. But also you know that you don't speak it, so it's a bit weird.
Got you.
Right. Honored Council, I stand before you with a goal. I will not hide it. You all are beyond that. And so I will speak plainly. First, however, you may call me Aiden, husband of Mordethus, of the minor elven house Udolpho. I am a paladin Minoris of the Solaris Lunas Church. It is an honor to stand before you all.
A godling has not been seen within our court for an age. You are special, and we are honored to be in the presence of one. Speak.
I am honored to stand in your presence. However, I am here with a matter that is unfortunately a dark one. I have no doubt within my mind that you all know the gnomish. Their robberies. They have stolen your caravans, pillaged your people, and now sell your wares as their own. Worst of all, however, they do so openly. They do not trade within their own kind. They sell their goods to your most ancient and ancestral foes, the Earthborn. And I...
Okay, so no, as you say that, the three councilmen who are not Elvish stand up, but they do not say anything. I'll let you carry on.
I have come here because this is a transgression that cannot be overlooked. The gnomes, well, for all their ingenuity, for all their creativity, their boundless imaginations, have found themselves lacking when it comes to restraint of their actions. They treat you like you are nothing more than the common greenskin. They rely on your passivity. You are powerful. You are ancient. And he paces around the room. He's gesturing to them all. Each one of you holds more power in your bodies than I could ever dream of owning within my entire life. And these gnomes treat you like you are nothing but orcs. They steal from you without restraint. They use magic that even I can detect with my nose. And they expect to get away with it. And I have come here because, well, they have gotten away with it. They have gotten away with it for so long that even Dwarven society has noticed the problems that they have caused. Your ancestral foes, they have risen. They have taken note of the crimes committed against them, and they are acting more than you. Because the gnomes believe something. They believe you have grown fat. You have grown fat. You have suckled on the milk of complacency and bit deep into the flesh. And you have bitten deep into the flesh. Neutrality. They act unabashed within your... And you sit here and...
He's dropping out.
Oh, right.
No.
That bit again.
No.
Can you hear me? Now,
Yeah.
I mean...
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry, I sat on my microphone, right? I sat on my mic. Right. The gnomes, they believe you have grown fat. You have suckled on the milk of complacency, bitten deep into the flesh of neutrality, and they act unashamedly within your own borders. They kill your people, they steal your wares, and nothing happens. Perhaps they are right. And he's saying this deliberately. He wants them a bit riled.
Okay, so they are a bit riled. The elves are like shouting in Elvish, but then one of the mysterious figures, the grey-skinned one, turns to you, and you see galaxies and stars beyond stars and sights beyond sight. And you hear a voice inside your head. And you are forced to kneel yet again. And this voice says, "We are Earthborn too. We have allied with the elves. And if the dwarves are so active, what is in it for our benefit to engage in this petty mortal combat? We were there for every war, and yet we have not engaged until our masters tell us to. Tell me, Starborn, why do you think it is so just that our kind should aid the elven folk?"
There is a flash from Aiden, and his wings sort of flare as he stands. And when he speaks calmly. And he says, "The gnomes steal... the gnomes... Fuck's sake. Cutting out. Right. Then... Right. Aiden goes... Right, hang on a fucking minute. Right. You... Input device... Right. Is that better?
Yes, a little bit, yeah.
Good. Aiden stands. There's a brief flash of his spectral wings flaring. And he goes, "They steal from you, and yet it is words that rouse you to war. Well, you get from this... How would I put it?" And he returns to pacing a bit. Think of the world. The earth nourishes the forest. The sun allows the plants to grow. The moon guides the animals through. The same animals, their feces will fertilize the land for future plants. They eat the predators, they eat everything. But it is a balance, a delicate balance. And with this,
Correct.
you're right, yes. And what do we have in common? The Starborn, and he taps his chest, the Earthborn, he'll point to the three, and the Plantborn. Even humanity, small as they are, serves a purpose within this world. However, what happens when a parasite emerges? Either the forest dies, or the parasite will. And there are two parasites that are descending. See, the gnomes are small, but their damage does not come from their bodies, but from their mind, their intelligence. They have stolen from you and sold to the dwarves to try and lure you both into conflict. They wish for you to kill each other and to feast on your remains, like vultures upon carrion. And I know this is condescending. I know it, and I say it. And again, it is with a purpose. Because again, it is words that draw such anger from you, and yet their blatant disregard for the laws of your land goes unpunished. When I said that the dwarves were rising up, it was not a jest or a joke, but it was an understatement. We attended their council, we heard their pleas, their begs, and I turned them with my words into cries for war. And I ask that you do the same. The gnomes believe you are fat on the milk of neutrality. Prove them wrong. Because if just words in front of your council gains this, then what would it take for you to knock arrows to your bows? Certainly not robbery. Why, such an impudent little race has come and stolen from you many. You do nothing. The dwarves, they're marching. They draw their weapons and they head to the gnomes, and they will eradicate them. But I ask you this. How will they find them? It is you, the ancients, and you, the elves. It is your skills that will guide them to victory. I ask you, here and now, to change your status, to change your stance. Go from ancestral enemies to ancestral allies, because I ask you, what is better to build a treaty on than a foundation of mutual? They are parasites. However, they are not lethal ones. The dwarves will win. If you marched, you would win. The gnomes are tricky, but they lack strength. They lack dexterity. They lack grace. But to the north, there is a tide coming. A green tide, an unstoppable tide that will march across the land and render all things dust. They will turn all things back to the way of the primordial world. You have lived through 1,000 lifetimes, 10,000 battles, and they wish to return it to something even older. I compared you, or rather, they compared you to the greenskins. But well, the greenskins are coming. An unstoppable green tide will march down from the north. And when they get here, they will find the gnomes dead. My question is this. What would be better? For the greenskins to eradicate the dwarfs and then turn their sights upon you? Or would it be better for them to find a united of dwarf and elf, the natural world risen up against the primordial, modern against ancient, the strong against the weak, the intelligent against the stupid. I ask that you knock your bows, that you sharpen your blades and don your armor, and march alongside your ancestral against those who have wronged you both. And I will march with you. I am weaker than you, I admit it. I will always be weaker than you, but that does not matter, because when the time comes, I have been the one that has acted, and now I call upon you to do the same. March forth from your lands. Do not wait for the commands of your masters. I am issuing this command. We will march to the field of battle, and I will be the first into the fray, lest you call me a coward. We will march together, and he switches into Celestial. And by the grace of Sunus and Lunus, the gods will stand at our backs and make sure our spears will pierce through gnomish flesh as easily as that orcish bone, and we will stand as a united front together. You are all sitting here. You are powerful. You will always be powerful. But ask, what is power when you lack the will to act? What is power when your people die? They are robbed and made mockery of. I have mocked you to your faces and inspired more fury in a few words than arrows have. What will happen when your people learn of this? When the people come before you and ask, why have our families been struck down, and nothing happens of it? And what will happen when the green tide descends from the north? What happens? The people will run, because they will lose faith that you will act. Join me. Join the dwarves and prove to them, prove to yourselves that you are not fat upon milk neutrality. Fight for once. Take to the field and ensure the destruction of those who hate you. Ensure a lifetime of peace, and above all else, ensure that and stone and star and fire awaits the green tide that descends now. That is all I have to say. I have landed the arrow in your court, and now do what you will. But if you strike me down, well, you will make me a martyr, because I have been the one to come here. I have been the one to act. And what will happen, I wonder, when you kill the only one who had the courage, the honor, the strength to act? I am an ant. I am less than an ant. But sometimes all it takes is an ant to stop a landslide. Okay, yeah, that's it.
The grey one turns to you and says, I, Roswellius, Lord of the neutral Fae of this forest, swear to you officially that you have my loyalty. And he reaches out to shake your hand. But unlike these other encounters with the Fae, you feel that you are the one with the power this time.
I will shake his hand happily. Yes. Just then I will see you upon the field, and we will march together as one, the natural world risen up against the primeval.
The tall woman stands and says, I, Elvarath of the good Fae of this forest, will agree to your terms. And she reaches out her hand.
I will offer them a shake.
Aye, says the reptile man. Skorgraktan of the evil Fae. Accept your terms.
Then we will march as one. And he turns to the rest of them. He swings out his cloak and spreads his wings and goes, "The rest of you, what will you do?"
The elves draw their swords and then place them on the ground and say, by wood, by stream, by sky and by spirit, by Ilvatar the North Wind, we march to war, and we take upon the war masks.
That speech went good.
I'm assuming this is the part where the airship is coming
Yeah.
in.
Yes, it
We-
is. And as all the elves bow, the kind of room that you're within starts parting and reveals the sky. And a stag walks up the road first, and then the airship flies over. The elves look up, they ready their weapons.
It's just you two hanging out.
Here, as they ready their weapons, Hirathak just holds out his hand to stop them and say, and he says, "No, these are allies. They've stolen the airship from the gnomes, giving them less power."
All right, so yeah. So you on the airship, you've just arrived over Elven territory, and as you look down, you see three of these figures kind of just disappear in flashes of light.
No.
I
But all the elven lords are left staring at you.
I go on, like I go to like the tip of the bow of the ship, and I put my hands up in the air and I say, "We fucking did it, baby!"
Hirathak just looks up and
No,
hits
no,
the
no,
all
no,
might
no.
pose.
As
Mhm.
V says that, the elves. Are you saying that in Elvish? Come on.
Me?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and I make sure that the fuck part is screamed as loud as possible, just because I have a feeling that these guys are gonna be like
All right.
really
The
prudish about it.
the elves raise their swords instead of being prudish. They just yell like "Hail! Hail! Hail!"
If you look inside chat, that's the pose Hirathak's hitting right now.
And as the balloon kind of flies over, they and those of you on the ground, you start noticing almost their faces change, their kind of face paint change from sort of blue spiral patterns to red spiky patterns. And they say, "We bear the marks of war. We use the vile machines of the gnomes against them. We will march upon them, and we will unify with the Earthborn. For although we were born of the stars, we understand that their ways are true."
What did
Oh.
people think of my speech, by the way? I've been practicing that one for a bit.
Absolutely
Good,
goated,
man.
mate.
Oh my god,
Loved it.
I
literally
wouldn't be
fucking
able
goated.
to even do that in my lifetime. So.
I'm glad people liked it. I was practicing. Gave it a
And
couple of
with that,
trial
yeah,
runs.
we'll kind of end it with the elves going mad at this, mad in a good way, at this airship flying over.
Kind of the same way last session ended. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Also, quick question. I'm assuming it's the next dawn, right?
I mean, for dramatic effect, I'll say that the magic of this area keeps the stag around for a little while.
All right, no, because
So,
I was gonna say once the airship lands, the elk gives a little bow. Then as it's bowing, it like just vaporizes into thin air, kind of like
as it's bowing, it vaporizes into a fog
yeah,
that
it's
the
almost like it got
airship
Thanos snapped.
penetrates. Yeah,
I think
and
I
then
think
lands.
the
Damn, W fucking
I
C.
like how that went.
That shit was fucking fire.
Yep. I told you you'd be able to do it, mate, and you did. So yeah.
I tried my
Thanks for your
best.
patience. Thanks for your patience, guys. But yeah.
I'm gonna have to really figure out what I'm gonna say to this captain to be able to get them to continue staying on my side while I massacre their entire civilization.
You can always rizz them up.
Yeah,
fucking what?
or I'm sure we can take an elf or two on board.
No, but
We need
again,
a
it's like
captain.
only the gnomes know how to operate this thing.
That's why
And can
So
we
nuns
take an
teach
elf or
the other?
two on board to make sure they operate it.
I believe that technically speaking, all we would need is the captain, because the captain could just like tell everyone else what to do.
yeah, I mean, kind of, yeah, but uh,
I'd rather not kill any of them if I don't
yeah.
have to though, because
What
I
if
don't want to have to go through all of that work for
So I
efforts.
imagine so in kind of the sort of several hours that it took you to liberate the airship and get over here, and then whilst Aiden's speech was going on, you can kind of gather these guys really don't give a fuck about like the gnomish status quo. Don't really give a fuck about the society. They're
Then
just there to make a living and live comfortably,
do you think
basically.
I could make them like a deal? Like as we were like coming over here, I was talking like I could be like talking to the captain, and like after like I got her on my side, like I pulled her aside for a moment.
Yeah.
Let's so we can give you a good life, good we'll make sure that you can build live well, be able to have good food and all that. Your men will also have good places to live, good food and all that. Um, as long as you completely join my side and swear your allegiance, then you will live and you will live comfortably.
As a kind of final roll me a persuasion. See how
All
that
right.
goes.
It's like a flashback at the end of the episode.
Yeah. Post credit scene.
17.
Let's fucking go.
I am creating an army of just a
All
random
right. Yeah.
assortment of NPCs.
So the gnomes go, yeah, fine, whatever. At least we're away from them now, and their ways. I never agreed with thievery. I didn't care. I was just trying to live happily, live comfortably.
Like
But
I
if
also
you can get away, start a new life, I'm fine with that.
I also wiped the blood marking off of the one gnome guy's head, and I'm like, you are now
Nosh.
free from my spell.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I will serve you. I just want to get away, man. Basically.
No, she's just like, what the heck?
Yeah, not Nosh is like basically, well, whatever you say, mate. I'll just I'll serve you until I can fuck off. Yeah,
Now he's like stuck in elven society now, out of nowhere.
yeah.
No, he's stuck with me.
With need I remind you, he has like 3 to 4 gold on him.
That is like carrying enough to buy a hotel room and eat and also
That's enough to live
do some shit. Yeah,
That's enough to
that's
live
enough to live
Yeah,
comfortably for
comfortably for
4
like
days.
5 days for a week. Yeah,
yeah,
like
that's right. Yeah.
Hey, Bean, do you think that before the actual war arc starts, we could put like a cannon or something on top of this thing?
um, duh, duh, duh.
We still have our cows, right?
These yeah,
Or
somewhere.
the cow.
somewhere. Yeah, okay. If you're taking a cow with you, you can.
Yeah, the cow that I bought.
Whatever.
Fucking what was his name? Whiskey or some shit like that.
Good idea. We can drop the cow
Jack
on top of him.
Daniel.
Fucking tactical cow.
Jack Daniel. Yes, we can train him. We can train him in ways of attacking.
Oh, my idea was just to drop him
Uh,
on top of him, just like
Fucking
be like, all right, push
attack
him
on
over.
tide.
Okay, so it's possible you could fix a cannon to this, but cannons are pretty
Flammable.
unsure technology at this point in time, and attaching them to an airship. Well, in World War One, we got into about 1916 before plane pilots were using anything other than their sidearms to shoot people, and this is considerably earlier. So yeah.
Well, wouldn't it be kind of the same as in World War One as well, where they would strap bazookas to the side of their planes and have like a string attached to it that they're able to like pull, and then it pulls the trigger and like fires it.
Well, cannons don't have a trigger.
Yeah, you have
Well,
They
to
have a fuse.
light them. They have
well,
a
like
Yeah.
fuse.
how big is the airship? Because I thought it was like flat, kind of like how the one you sent, or is it like
Yeah, no, it is like that. I mean, it kind of looks like a boat, but with a balloon instead of a sail.
Well, the other thing is, I don't know about attaching a cannon to it because it's an airship. We're thinking of zeppelins from like whatever fucking era.
From Battlefield 1, yeah.
Yeah, to where it literally the entire balloon is filled with flammable gas.
So then, what about getting like jars of oil and then going ahead and like letting up a string on them and like tossing them over? So then like we're dropping like bombs essentially, like carpet bombing.
Well, it'll be jars of gunpowder, but yeah, you could do that. There would probably be
Bro's for real
a good
taking
chance of it
this.
going wrong, but you
Bro's
could
for real
still do it,
taking
and if
the.
it works well.
Bro's for real taking the. You don't need to be a wizard to cast fireball, literally, and it's just it's just him holding a
Well,
Molotov.
I've already established that that gunpowder exists in this setting, so yeah. However, the only example I can think of someone trying to chuck a barrel of gunpowder at someone was the French Indian War in the 1700s, and it basically blew up the entire French fort. So, yeah.
Well, that's why we're dropping them from somewhere high. Like you can't really drop it on yourself if you're dropping it from the side of something downward.
If anything, we'll just.
Yeah.
If anything, while we're on the airship, we'll get blueprints and like make blueprints of the whole airship. Like get
Ooh, and
everything,
get like an artificer to make a new one.
something like that, and that way, so when we fight the fucking orcs or whatever they are, we can just get rid of the
Mass
airship.
produce the shit.
That, but we can also just fucking drop it, like drop the airship right on them, like right on their army, and we can fucking like kill them all.
The issue though is how are we going to get everyone off the airship that has to pilot the airship to the location to drop it down onto them? Because you have to think about that part too. There's going to be 5 people minimum that you have to get off of the ship before it crashes.
Well, I'm sure by that time we can learn how to drive the airship.
Well, you still need 5 people
I'm-
minimum though.
Look, I'm gonna say you're not going to be able to drive the airship, right? This is what I'm saying.
No.
You need to keep these NPCs alive rather than just murder hovering through it.
Oh yeah. I was fully
Yeah.
fully wanting to keep these people alive because I do not want my character to have to fly it. I rather keep myself open to deal with other problems while telling other people what to do because
Well, what I
it'll be
was
able to help me
thinking.
not
Yeah,
die.
I see. Yeah.
What I was thinking is, instead of murder hoboing, we have them teach us how to pilot and fly the airship. So that way, when we do get to the Elven lands, we can drop them off in the Elven lands, and the elves can take care of them. Like we can sweet talk our way into having the elves take care of the gnomes. Then we can just pilot the airship ourselves, and then we're fine.
Or I could have the grung be taught how to fly the airship because the grung I would be a lot more expendable because the gnomish the gnomes that we have, they're valuable because they can teach they can possibly teach other people what to do. The grung are expendable because there's a lot of them and they clearly can be bribed with food, and I plan on taking them over.
Interesting.
Right. Anyway, I'm gonna head off
For
See you,
sure.
because I got shit to do.
I'm probably gonna
Goodbye,
need to.
everyone.
Yeah, I'm gonna send the recording later on.
Alright.